Welcome to this video, and that probably answers your main question straight away there. Welcome back to 4 Plants and a Face. I'm Jack Franks. Please follow me on Instagram and subscribe here on YouTube because I am leaving my job in 2 weeks and going full creative. If you haven't already watched my first no burp video, watch that because it kind of follows me through the procedure and the following weeks afterwards. Also, did you see me get the gurgles on national TV, possibly for the first ever time in human history?
Our family bred inability to burp.
It looks painful every time I see you at an event or somewhere when we meet up. That
Yeah.
Hard on you?
She might be able to experience my first burp.
Which end was that?
Not quite.
just not there. You're not there.
Anyway, you join me today on the 3-month mark following my Botox procedure, which is where the Botox typically wears off. And we're all wondering the same thing. Do I still have the ability to burp? Yes. Alright, number 1. Has it eliminated symptoms such as bloating, gurgly throat and gas? Yes. Yes, it has. All of those. How did your throat feel post-Botox? Was it painful, difficult to swallow, regurgitation, control? I don't remember pain being a part of it at any point. During the healing process, I was more coughy than anything. Aside from that, as I covered in the first video, I had a real problem with regurgitation during the first week. But it seemed to just be my body getting the hang of sending the right things up. What was the recovery time? In terms of the slow swallows, 3 to 4 weeks convincingly. It meant I had to use more water to get food down easier, which made everything a bit more of a paste inside. Sort of made the regurgitation stuff worse. But if you were worried about emetophobia and all that, it didn't bother me in the slightest. But then again, I think my emetophobia was always based on it being difficult to vom and painful. So I think I'm different to a lot of y'all. A lot of you are worried about stuff coming up. Recovery time in terms of singing, which some of you guys might be bothered about, I'd say that would be almost the 3 months because you're just letting out accidental burps whilst trying to push for the higher notes, which you don't really make a sound throughout the first couple of months. But completely back. Ooh, I got the snare. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I hope you can hear that. Sound. In terms of it being comfortable venting of excess gas, I would say that was, within a week to 2 weeks for me. What differences, improvements have you seen at the other end? I know what you mean. You mean the butt. Complete game changer. If I ever had a sleepover with a girl before, I would be like in chronic pain, not trying to let anything slip. And then at like 3 AM after sleeping, I'd wake us both up with the gigantic, like, whale-esque explosion through the blowhole. Honestly, I barely need to toot. Sometimes you just knock one out for fun, but I'd say like an 80% decrease. How much has it changed your life, 1 to 10? You forget how bad it was very quickly. I think that's a human thing, a very human thing. And I know that it was horrendous. I couldn't face doing another year trapped in my pressurized body. So I'd say it's up there, probably 9. Are you in control of burps? I would say yes. Maybe push a little bit. That's certainly changed within the last month. I like to think that I can always get it out. But I wouldn't say I can burp on demand. Sometimes I can push it down. I can't really do that very well. It's there when I need it, which I think is the main thing. Why do you think some people retain the ability after and some people lose it after 5 months? I don't know. I don't think anyone really knows. For me, I was a never burper. I'm learning an ability that I've never had. So it's going to take a lot of convincing. I'm doing 27 years of tightness. Also in this question, what are the right methods to train the body and make it a long-term mechanical habit? I do think the shaker exercise means something. Keep training throughout the first year. Don't stifle it just because you're in public. You just hope for the best. Has it cured my heartburn? No. I actually need that stuff. So I had really bad heartburn all along for the last 2 years. Very wisely, which is strange, I decided to stay on the antacids and really keep an eye on it throughout the procedure, because the last thing I wanted was heartburn not having a barrier here anymore and just coming right up. About a month after the procedure, keep in mind I'd got very excited about being able to eat and drink everything. I came off the antacids. Immediately I had heartburn as soon as I got off them. Straight away I embarked on an elimination diet. I eliminated all the classic intolerances and allergies like wheat, peanut butter, soy, alcohol, coffee. So throughout that time I didn't have any heartburn symptoms at all. I discovered that I didn't have a specific intolerance or allergy at all. It was more that my body struggled just digesting diets taken from a wide variety of food, or at least in a substantial amount. Heartburn. No Google! I'm not f***ing overweight or old. Heartburn's actually nothing to do with excess stomach acid. If you are in the GERD community, you will probably know that. The question would be, why is acid in my esophagus in the first place? And it's usually because, and I'm going to get pretty jargonic here, it's because of the flappy lid on our tum-tum box blowing up and letting stuff in. It's not about excess acid, it's why it's got to there in the first place, alright? And it's usually to do with too much pressure in the stomach from either useless carbohydrate, bacterial overgrowth, or just us struggling to digest things for some reason. And who has more air stuck in their flipping catalyst of a quaking stomach than a no burper, right? So did not being able to burp leave me with so much pressure that I blew my flappy lid up, and it is still to blame for that. It just doesn't mean that fixing it results in that being fixed too. So has being able to burp fixed my overall digestive issues? No. Has being able to burp cured a lifetime of chronic discomfort, pain, bloating, and struggling at social events and occasions? Yeah, defo. Important to remember that there are a lot of people who claim that the procedure fixed them holistically, but for me personally, I can only conclude from my own personal experience, the ability to burp does not fix heartburn, it does not fix vocal tension, and it can't pay off my debts and get me a girlfriend. But crucial, I don't belittle I can't even comprehend life before being able to do this now. I was leaving my friends' weddings early because I was in so much pain. I don't have that anymore. What's a little bit of heartburn, a little bit of burning, a little bit of esophageal cancer? I don't care. Who cares? What doesn't kill me only makes me, it'll probably kill me. But the fact is, no burp, an unfair and unfortunate condition, was only so painfully prominent in me because of other digestive issues making me need to burp all the time. That being said, it is a basic human right to be able to burp, regardless of how unusual the frequency. My own hypothesis is this: God-given right to burp out discomfort, seemingly restored. Heartburn needs a full reset of digestive function, maybe another elimination diet, whilst focusing on strengthening digestive function through use of enzymes and pro-acids, anything that can make it stronger and stop that lid having to blow up. Vocal tension needs a full reset of vocal technique and general methodology from the basic level to undo years and years of mislearning the ability to sing with a tense throat. Overall conclusion, no burp. If you have any other questions that I haven't covered about my experience with no burp, sling them below. If you are smarter than someone who got a C in science but still does extremely long videos about medical problems, give me some advice, man. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you are a no burper and this has helped you, I'm glad. I know how lonely you can feel at the start. Hit us up on Reddit at no burp. And yeah, I'll see you there. I'm now going to finish by dispersing some of this tension with a ballad of burps.
4 plants and a face.